Home. We begin today with developing news on the Ken Johnson case. The longtime former Cleveland councilman who was convicted of 15 corruption charges learned his fate this afternoon.
Mark Namick has followed his case for years, and he's here to tell us about his career and the sentence. And I got to tell you, you've done a fabulous job. I'm surprised by so much of this information.
Well, first of all, good afternoon, and thank you for that. It's been a long case, and let's start with what happened just a couple hours ago. Federal Court Judge John Adams in Akron sentenced Ken Johnson to 6 years. He was facing up to 10 years, but that was still a pretty stern message that the judge would later talk about, and we'll get to that in a moment as well. Now, I caught up with Ken Johnson on his way into court today. He didn't have a whole lot to say. Here's how it went. Ken, do you have any regrets over your 40-year political career? Nothing? Anything to say about today's sentencing? Hoping for leniency? So let's remember that he was convicted in July on 15 corruption-related accounts for 3 schemes, and they broke down this way. He submitted false expense reports to City Council, gave him $1,200 a month that the prosecutor said he never incurred. Secondly, he directed federal money to a nonprofit in the neighborhood that then employed two of his children, and he directed a lot of that money around, and then he lied on his taxes and underreported his income and overreported and inflated some tax deductions. This went on, according to the prosecutors, for 8 years. Some of my earlier reporting shows that it actually went beyond even that.
All right. Now, Ken didn't have much to say to you, in part because you're probably not his favorite person out there. I understand that it was partly your reporting as to why he was even in court today.
Well, you know, the Judge Adams talked about this after the sentence. He said 2 things. One, he made an impassioned plea for the free press. He says that without reporting by newspapers, that we probably wouldn't be here today, because he felt Cleveland City Hall, and he called them out specifically, failed in their oversight role of this. So he turned and said the press needs to do their job. And that's the way it went down. Now, he was taken out in handcuffs, which seemed to surprise both Johnson and his attorneys. And the judge, you know, kept saying, today is the day justice will be served.
Yeah.
You know, Mark, he had so many of us fooled. I'd be down there at the council meetings, and he was so impassioned about the neighborhoods, and you really thought he was doing a good job, but man, you had him pegged.
Well, you know what? I just followed the paperwork, and in that case, it was expense reports, and a lot of brave people came forward and talked to prosecutors and helped lay out this case.
Great reporting. Thank you, Mark
Thank you.
Namick.
Tremendous reporting.